Welcome viewers. This week's issue features Life and Style magazine, the weekly U.S. tabloid, shows Princess Catherine on the cover. Stay tuned, this video explains all. Please, if you are new to my channel, take a moment to press the subscription button below and the notification bell for the latest news. We enjoy reading about Catherine, but not in this case because this piece bears Meghan Markle's fingerprints, or claw prints. First and foremost, let us discuss the cover. So we have a portrait of Princess Catherine from the King's coronation on the cover, and clearly they were very careful in choosing this shot because Catherine is looking over her shoulder with a not-so-happy expression on her face, as if she's witnessing something she doesn't like. Who knows, maybe she was staring at Harry. And it reads Princess Kate's secret story as a bully, social climber, and scorned wife. What on earth is going on? The first two absolutely apply to Meghan Markle. Is Meghan a scorned wife? No, but this appears to be a typical example of deny attack and reverse victim and offender. Meghan and her PR folks believe that if they tell us Catherine did all of those things, Catherine is the bully. If it's Catherine who's the gold digger, we'll suddenly forget that such labels perfectly describe the Duchess of Hypocrisy Meghan Markle. The two pals then reveal the shocking truth about the princess's private world and why she still refuses to receive Meghan's calls. So they're already putting Meghan in there, as if Catherine spends even a single second of her day thinking about Meghan. I know she doesn't, but keep in mind that this piece is about Meghan, not Catherine. I mean, instead of getting positive press for herself, Meghan decides it's much easier to get negative press for Catherine, so we get into the article and we read that after years of criticism branding her bully a social climber and more, Princess Kate's side of the story is finally revealed. Except for Meghan and her sugars, no one has labeled her a bully or a social climber. Except for Meghan and her sugars, I don't know anyone who has ever said anything negative about Catherine. The essay begins by detailing how the Sussex sugars savagely attacked William and Catherine for daring to celebrate Black History Month in Britain. Now it was October 3rd, and the critics had a field day, citing the absurdity of William and Kate commemorating Black History Month when they couldn't even support the one member of color in their own family. Someone wrote that on Twitter, and then someone else replied there isn't much Willie and Kate can do to convince people that they care about Black History Month when they directly encouraged Meghan's assault. So, if you didn't already know, this came directly from Meghan's PR team. So, what exactly are they talking about? What abuse of Meghan are they referring to? If there was true abuse, there would be evidence of it, and Meghan and Harry would have exposed it long ago. They are so focused on proving the royal family is racist that I don't believe Meghan was treated unfairly for 1 second. The sugars, on the other hand, are some nasty people, and so another person suggested that they ought to reach out to Meghan and her children Archie and Lily for Black History Month to begin. Why should they approach artificial and invisible beings? First and foremost, the children do not exist. Second, according to the photos Meghan and Harry have released, those children are completely white, their skin is whiter than mine, and they also have red hair. Please explain to me why William and Catherine should reach out to a couple of white children in respect of Black History Month. According to this report, Catherine has been dealing with this for more than 2 decades, but it is becoming increasingly difficult for her to remain calm and carry on. According to a royal source, while Kate is not the type of person to go off, she is at her wit's end and is tired of all the lies. To be honest, I'm sure she is tired of the lying. The lies are coming straight from Meghan and Harry, but let's see what else they have to say. This royal source claims she's been branded everything from a bully to a social climber to a scorned wife, yet the only ones calling her these derogatory names are Meghan and Harry's followers, so why are they acting as if everyone believes this? Except for Meghan and Harry sugars, no one believes this, and we have to go back to that fateful day in 2018 when there was a quarrel over the bridesmaids' outfits. Meghan is keen to bring up the topic at any opportunity because it was probably one of the last times she had any interaction with Catherine. She's clearly fixated on this narrative, and they had to include the quote from Spare where Harry claimed that Catherine was worried about Meghan from the start after learning she'd be compared to and made to compete with Meg. Oh, that's plausible. Catherine was terrified of having to compete with Meg. I know we've gone over this before, but I can't believe someone is printing this crap again. In this piece, Meghan has already put the dagger into Catherine's back, so she might as well twist it a little. Get it really far in there, so what better approach to hurt Catherine than to bring up those rumors that William had cheated on her? We all know those rumors were stirred up by Meghan, but this article came directly from Meghan and her team, so obviously they had to include that story as well. But before they get into that, we are told that Camilla thought Catherine wasn't good enough for William, which was never confirmed. I personally don't believe Camilla ever said anything bad concerning Catherine, but rather Meghan, but the article claims that Catherine cannot ever forgive Camilla for snubbing her at the start of her relationship with William. Okay, sure, I mean on some level, folks, we have to appreciate Meghan taking everything wrong with herself personally and projecting it onto Catherine as if we're going to believe it. The terminology used in this article is different, so when discussing the adultery issue, it says that more lately, efforts to make her the scorned wife have concentrated on Kate as the source. In 2019, William was embroiled in a cheating controversy after reports revealed that he had been unfaithful to Kate's close friend Rose Hanbury. I'm not going to read the rest because I don't want to propagate that terrible rumor, but the way they suggested William was involved in a cheating scandal really angered me. Meghan planted the story and did her best to disseminate it all over the world, and while it did gain some traction, those of us with common sense saw it for what it was, a rumor. How at the end of the piece, they declare Kate will always prioritize duty over all else, assuring the source even when confronted with lies. Oh, you mean the lies she hears from her own brother-in-law and sister-in-law, Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of hypocrisy? Those are the lies you're referring to. The entire thing is ludicrous, yet another puff piece from Meghan's PR team. I'm not sure why I'm acting surprised, because I'm not, but the way she goes after Catherine disturbs me. I mean, the jealousy, spit, and resentment flowing from that vial, which is ridiculous. I can only presume this is a reaction to Meghan not receiving the favorable publicity she had hoped for during their World Mental Health Day visit to New York. Of course not, I mean that visit was a total flop. According to what I've read, I'll make another video later talking about it, but in the meantime, this is exactly what Meghan enjoys doing whenever she isn't getting the attention she desires. This time, the way she went after Catherine was absolutely disgusting. It's like she and Harry are always doing things to get their names in the headlines because the royal family is starving for attention and desperate to compete with people who don't care about them. When will they realize they are irrelevant, that they are not significant, and that they should just fade away into obscurity because that is exactly where they belong? And you, what do you think of this nasty vicious attack against Catherine? Please let me know below in the comments section. Before you go, don't forget to like and share this video with anybody else who would enjoy it, and please do not forget to subscribe to get more updates from our team. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back to see you soon.